Hello, my name is Roftom, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. We are continuing our journey to finishing up these quests in the Halcyon Helen murder investigation story arc.
Huh? I think I'll stick to my cabin. Thanks.
Hey, pal. Over here. Hey
What's
there.
up?
You looking
Orc
to
West.
unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time. Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno. Something with a little more kick.
Maybe I am?
Then maybe I'm your guy. The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the like. You know, alternative stuff. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Anti-Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed as much.
Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need.
I'd like to ask you some questions about Birdie Holmcomb.
Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff.
No, I don't. I'm a freelance inspector brought in to investigate the death of Halcyon
I'll
Helen.
be honest, I don't really know where that puts us.
I'm not here to bring you in any trouble. I just want to talk. Me either. And I'm not going to arrest someone if I don't even know if that's allowed. That one.
Can't argue with that logic. Yeah, I know, Birdie. What do you want to know?
Heard you taught Birdie some breathing techniques. Was Birdie with you the night Halcyon Helen was killed?
Yeah. Damn shame about that. Birdie thought
that
the
one.
world of Helen, you know. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him like that before. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep.
Heard you taught Birdie some breathing
Yeah, that was
techniques.
me. Birdie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it.
That's good. How do you know Birdie?
May or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantis or essence here, a little vitamin B negative there.
What
He's
for?
stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. It does things to the head.
Yeah, that's true. What do you mean tossable does
Come
things to
on.
the head?
Birdie's a damn good hacker, but taking that many blows to the noggin would scramble anyone's upstairs business. I know it's knocked a few of his
True.
memories loose. I worry about him.
It's like
that's all.
football.
He's a good kid. Got a good heart.
Well, that confirms that. Well, that confirms his alibi. Now, the question is... First off, where am I going? Oh, there's a lot there. I still got this one over here, Productivity Queen. But there's this here too, so let's see, journal, the 2 rows. Let's do the side quest first. Where do I need to go for? Oh, it's in there. Local. Just right there. Okay, that's it. Let's do this one first. Make
If I
sure.
were the killer, I'd hide the body in one of those crates. No one would find it for years.
Oh, ding! Leveled it up. I did. Okay, let's see here. Engineering's at 101. Wow. Let's go with... Persuade. All the way up to 60. Points. When you're low on health, you deal increased damage. 30% damage while under 25% health. Headshot kills, deal 25% of their damage to enemies within... I like that one. It's like a grunt birthday party. You make their heads pop, they make other people's heads pop. Shots from Ellie's ability ricochet to a second. 50% healing from inhaler when under 20% health. Harmful status effector. Reduced harmful status effector duration. Yes, please. I like that. And then Parvati. When Parvati performs her ability, recharge some of... When Parvati kills an enemy, you regain some of your tactical time dilation. Let's go ahead and go with that one. Sweat. Alright. In we go. Hello.
Don't think I know you. What do you want?
I'm here for the job.
Yeah. Don't think I don't recognize a slug agent when I see one. Shove off.
What are you talking about? Okay. I gotta get my...
Oh, it's you again.
I gotta get my persuade ability up to 100? Okay, well. Apparently I can't complete that quest until I have done more leveling up. I guess we'll go ahead and go back to finishing the Prince of Tossball quest. Which appears to be in here.
Inspector?
I managed to track down Black Hole Birdie.
I'm pleased to hear that. Birdie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Birdie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Oh. We'll do that one.
Try not to feel too bad for him. Birdie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit.
Hey, go easy on him. He just lost the love of his life. His teammates are a bad influence on him. He lost his temper at the picnic, but I think he regrets it. His dealer's about the only guy he can talk to.
I don't understand what it was that Helen saw in Birdie. Whatever it was, she seemed
Try to be nice
trust
to the
him
guy.
implicitly. He was always on his best behavior around her. Or he tried. I'm not a heartless man, Inspector. I know that losing Helen must have shaken Birdie to his core. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Birdie killed Helen?
No, I don't. I really don't.
I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
That one.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Birdie within the public eye than let
That's
him
a
languish
lot of
in a
experience
bar at the
there.
docks. If you're through investigating Birdie, I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon. He's been entirely too comfortable since we began this investigation. I don't trust Cedric when he's comfortable.
Okay. I'll be back. Well, where to now? Suppose I should do this real quick. When this companion takes damage, they gain some armor for a short time. This effect stacks up to 3 times. Let's just increase his melee damage. And then Nyoka will sneak attack damage. Yes, please. And Sam. Sam's ability always stuns auto mechanicals. While Sam is in the party, you and your companions take reduced damage from in-ray sources. Nice, I like that one. I haven't used Sam yet, but we'll use him eventually. Alright. Region. Yeah, I'm supposed to go there now. Speak with Cedric. Where's this one? Apparently, I need to go down.
What floor would you like to visit?
I'd like to visit the VIP guest room.
Oh, so sorry. What office?
The lobby,
To the
please.
lobby we go.
Yes, those two. The two I've been using for quite a while. Who are we talking to now? Somebody up there on the balcony. How do I get to the balcony? Where do I go to get to the balcony? How do I get to the balcony? The balcony. The balcony must be gotten to. Vending machines. Don't have a lot of monies anymore. I used most of my monies. Wait a second. Oh, okay. Oh. What is... Nope. Nope. Ah, here we go. Down the stairs. Up the stairs. Across the balcony. Not across the balcony. In the room. Hello. Who are you? Oh, it's Helen's body.
Inspector,
Yes.
not a moment too soon. I've just finished my autopsy report.
Good. Good, good. Let's hear it.
Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper
Ruth
vertebrae,
Bellamy.
the occipital
Ruth
bone,
Bellamy.
and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, you know, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure.
You sure it wasn't just the
A
hotel
thought
food?
occurred to me. I tested this hypothesis by vacating the contents of my stomach and testing for the presence of the same toxin. Slightly elevated levels of mercury and an alarming amount of blue food coloring. But other than that, no. I'm certain it wasn't, as you put it, just the hotel food.
Okay. When we were talking, you called her Ruth Bellamy, not Halcyon Helen.
Oh, how curious. I do believe you're right. I wonder if this has something to do with the autopsy process. She was Halcyon Helen up until the moment I brought her to the operating table. But as soon as I cut her open, I stopped thinking of her as Halcyon Helen. It's almost as if she stopped being an icon and became a human being.
Good. That's what it should be. I guess that makes sense.
I had a feeling you'd understand.
We'll talk later. Okay, so... Is it out that I need to go now? Yeah. Ow. Hiya.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you.
How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
Got some questions. I thought the penthouse was being cleaned for my stay, but it's a pigsty.
Oh, my. Well, that is certainly odd and alarmingly unacceptable. Allow me to check the service records.
Okay.
Ah, yes. Not to worry, Inspector. It was indeed cleaned for you. Except for the evidence, which is all of Helen's stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. I need access to the VIP guest room.
I'd love to, Inspector,
Guest
but I
floor.
don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it.
The only guest who'd have a problem with me being up there would be the murderer. Trying to make my life difficult is it dangerous? That one.
That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it.
Yep.
Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access.
Thank you.
Done.
Appreciate that.
You can now come and go as you please.
Thank you. Goodbye. I kind of want to bring you with me. You seem like a very nice lady, and you'd probably have a better time with me
What
than
floor would you like to visit?
the VIP guest floor.
If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Okay. You're a machine, but okay. Okay, who are we talking to now? Could pick these locks. But I'm going to go in here and talk to Spencer Woolrich.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now,
Watch
unless you'd like
what
to
you
waste
say to me.
more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology.
Wow, how did you know I was a captain? I'm getting embarrassed by proxy. You want to talk like a human being? Wow, how did you know I was a captain?
Why didn't you, fool? It was in the script. Wait. Now that I think about it, you do smell rather like the Aether, old blood and unwashed feet. Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who are you? And how did you get in here?
Name's Leandra. I'm a ship captain. I'm here to investigate the murder of Halcyon Helen. I'd like to ask a few questions.
You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time.
Uh-huh.
That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But, of course, I'm certain you already recognized it. Now,
No.
what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or so I've heard.
I'm not here for an autograph. I'm here to ask some questions. Why are you asking to sign things? Are you okay?
Do you mean to say you're not a fan?
No.
Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh.
Yeah, I just said that. Hello.
Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you.
I said it was me.
That I am beyond willing to comply
Oh.
with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me. Back when I starred in the Marauder's Bane. The absolute picture of justice.
He did it.
Anything
I think he
at
did it.
all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I'm fairly certain he did it. I hear you were poisoned.
Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignifying. While I've certainly had no shortage of inadequate hotel meals, this was most explicitly pronounced. I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? Oh, we've clashed almost non-stop about his slop preparation. He must have tainted my meal in retaliation.
I can't think of anyone other than the chef who would want to harm you.
None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff.
I kind of want to right now.
And with the minimum level of respect that they deserve.
That makes my list huge now of possible suspects that would want to hurt you. Why don't you go to the clinic for your stomach pains?
Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines? Spencer Woolrich, Aetherwave star, spotted in gastronomic distress. Oh, unseemly hardly describes the half of it.
I don't like him. According to the coroner, Helen was also poisoned.
How alarming. Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. I can only thank my ironclad constitution that I'm standing here before you.
Helen wasn't killed by the poison.
Oh, that's very good to know. Perhaps the poisoner simply meant to incapacitate us both, disrupt the product launch. I couldn't say, Inspector. I'm merely an actor.
And a really bad one at that.
Very well, then.
Got a few more questions. Who are you exactly?
I'm sure you're joking.
No.
Perhaps I'm not in my prime, but you've no doubt seen the name Spencer Woolrich on many a serial advertisement throughout your travels.
No, I haven't. Oh, sure, you were that guy in that one serial. Never heard of you.
That can't be. You must just not remember. Or perhaps you only recognize my characters, not my name. Did you ever see me in The Masked Marketeer? The Busker of Byzantium? What about episodes 13 and 190 of Princess of Hephaestus? And who could forget From Halcyon with Love? I was great in that movie. Even if I was starring beside a 2-ton bucket of bolts and a woman with no talent.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did it. Busker of Byzantium. Helen wrote a B to implicate her killer before she died.
I think that's a bit of a stretch, don't you?
No.
If you're going to come after me, I expect evidence. Unless you want to be smacked with litigation. Smacked!
Uh-huh. Alright, goodbye. I'm done with you. You drive me nuts. Don't like him. Don't trust him, don't like him, want him gone. Where am I going? Okay, what am I doing for this one? There's a claim that someone had poisoned the chef. Okay. Back down on the ground floor.
What floor would you like to visit?
The lobby.
To the lobby we go.
This way. Mr. Chef.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, hello. What we got here?
Analysis of this stovetop reveals an alarming degree of grease buildup, approximating proximity to volatile gases and chemicals. Chances of an explosive combustion upon next use currently at 92.9%.
Wow. This seems like a workplace hazard. How hasn't Slug caught this? Turn the stove on? No.
Searching Slug work logs. No work log found. Creating conjecture. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack of responsibility on the part of their employees.
Is this normal?
Most corporations have regular cleaning procedures to prevent damage to company property. Slug, already unlike most corporations in a variety of ways, does not. That or the employees tasked with inspecting are shirking their duties. For shame.
Sure.
Wait, bad idea!
Performing scan. Gaslight appears to have gone out some time ago. Chance of explosive combustion without gaslight, 0.01%.
Alright, conclude the examination. Ooh, I can just take the stuff? Sweet! I'll take all of it. Thank you. Oh. Sorry! I didn't mean to sneeze! Alright, you.
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait. Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later. Actually, what am I saying? I can't do that. I'm booked for the next month. You'll have to make a reservation.
Why are you talking about food? Don't you care about the crime? I'm here to investigate Halcyon Helen's murder.
You're the inspector? Here? Why? I mean, you may ask me whatever you want. I have nothing to hide.
Uh-huh. Did you prepare all of Helen's meals?
Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest.
Okay. Helen's last meal was poisoned.
Oh my law, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary world was too dangerous, but I didn't heed her warnings. Okay.
Oh, man.
I wasn't the one who did it, but I might have been mistaken when I said I was constantly watching Helen's food. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients.
Okay. Alibi's a little thin here. Why should I believe anything that you're saying?
I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything.
Okay.
Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal.
Okay. Why?
Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it?
That actually makes sense. Because some halcyon food combinations turn to acid when unsupervised?
What? Truly? That's an alarming business oversight. Instead of volatile chemicals, the corporations should put barbiturates in everything. Everyone likes barbiturates. But I don't believe that was a risk with Helen's meal. I was, up to something else.
Oh,
I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking, and consequently, I may have been somewhat less than coherent after preparing Helen's meal.
Okay. Any idea where I can find the bellhop?
But not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands. It's always hard to say when Owens might be back.
That's
if I were
gross.
you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait.
Okay, I will do that. What was Spencer Woolrich doing around the kitchen?
Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person.
Oh, okay.
While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much.
Yeah,
if
probably.
You wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor.
I
He's
really
usually
don't
there
want to
if
speak
he's
with him.
not poking around here.
That's all I wanted to ask about. Guess we'll see if you're telling the truth.
Thank you for your understanding, Inspector. I'm sure you'll find the true culprit before long.
We'll see. We will see. Where to now? Outside? Alright, outside we go. Where are we going? Now, let's go here first. And then we'll go across because there's a couple quests over there. Alright. Wait, do I have to talk to the same person again? Deputy Wine Taster.
Greetings, non-criminally associated individual. The Rizzo's constabulary is currently not closed due to a sprat infestation. Bureaucratic processes are currently suspended. At present, criminal reports do not require paperwork. Please lament only in marked lamentation zones. Please speak clearly into this unit's recording instruments.
Oh, this is gonna hurt my head. That one.
All requests for security footage require a nominal compulsory bribe. Is that acceptable?
Hold still, I need to examine your bit processing unit real quick.
Error. Bit processing unit has been removed, temporarily surpassing bit fee request. Funds will be requested from Rizzo's leadership with interest at a later date.
I'm fine with that.
Footage.
Thank you
for your patronage. If you would like a wine recommendation.
No, I don't. Go away. Go away. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Oh my gosh, you hurt my head. Ugh. Good lord. I can take pretty much everything here. This is cool. Oh, good lord. Please no.
To confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit.
Oh, it's you again.
Yeah, it's me again. I still can't do the persuade thing. Okay. No. No more. No more. I don't want it. Oh, wait. I think I can skip it. Stop. Stop. Just go away. Well, I find this interesting. I was having problems with ammo for quite a while. But now, when you actually look at my ammo, I have thousands of rounds. It's awesome. It's truly, it's amazing how many rounds I have for like all the rounds, the light ammo, the heavy ammo, and the scientific ammo. Bellhop Owens. Well, I don't think this will really get me in trouble here. So, let's pick it. Dude.
Teach me that.
Hello? Yeah, I'll take this stuff. It helps that I steal a lot of the ammo, too. Yeah. Oh, gotcha. No.
Keep this up and I won't have any new battle scars.
Well, this is interesting. Okay, so, wait, what? The man who chafed. Your investigation into Helen's poisoning has revealed that Spencer is the most likely culprit. Confront him in his suite on the VIP guest floor of the Grand Colonial and find out what he has to say for himself. What was that? I picked something up from the dude. Captain's identification. A list of guest special requests, some drinks, some food items, and tellingly a recently fulfilled request for a fresh Taro Ray Biogland for one Spencer Woolwright. Interesting. Alright, but there is a quest out here that I need to do, which is... Actually, which one's this one? That's over there, okay. The Productivity Queen is out here. Isn't this one out here too? No, where's this one? Oh, it's in there. I can't do that one yet because I don't have the... Okay, that's right. That's right, I remember now. That one. I can't do the side quest because I need to increase my persuasion skill to 100.
Okay, nobody needs this many candles.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that. It's kind of creepy in here. Don't like it.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Where? There?
Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
Yeah! Burning these would generate some pretty toxic
Side
smoke.
effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and or death.
Interesting. Discrepancy amplifier. How would these most likely be used?
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Okay. Can you analyze the chemical these herbs are treated with?
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
That sounds yummy. Sure, why not? Though the dry herbs are difficult to chew, the flavor is less bitter than you would have expected. It's woodsy, like tripicale, with a singed aftertaste. It's actually slightly better tasting than your average can of salt tuna. Though so are most boots. Okay.
Hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome, decapitation. Slight possibility of calculation error.
Yeah, massive calculation error, I would say.
Fruitful and productive welcome, sister. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
How did you know I was Inspector? Nice little encampment you got here. Where do you indoctrinate people? I'm looking into the murder of Halcyon Helen. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Certainly, certainly. But first, I'd love to interest you in one of my productivity seminars. We'll free you of those potential hampering humors in a heartbeat.
Wow. Humors Sorry, Prophet, I don't think I can spare the time. You know, I've been feeling like my potential is hampered lately. What do you offer? If I wanted someone peddling sprat oil, I'd buy a spratwurst. Don't waste my time.
As science has taught us, the body is made up of two things, flesh and humors. These humors are semi-fluids that, when improperly balanced, may cause you to function inadequately. By signing up for my seminars, you can balance these humors for only mildly inordinate and repeat payments. Cancellation is subject to repercussions.
Something about all this seems fishy.
No, I assure you, we all bathe semi-regularly. That's probably just the compost heap we have our customers, seminar visitees, lie in. It promotes freeing oneself from one's body. But of course, no one need subject themselves to such repercussions if they don't cancel. Regardless, can I interest you in a seminar?
No.
Sprat oil? That is. We understand your decision and respect it. But those humors will cling to you. You'll find success with my seminars, or a quarter of your money back. Regardless,
no.
I do understand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
That one.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, sister.
Don't call me sister.
The compound they're treated with is my own invention.
I don't trust you. I
Designed
don't
to
like you.
unlock an individual's true
You're obviously
productive
selling snake
potential
oil,
when burned.
so...
I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
They seem toxic enough to potentially kill someone.
None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
They haven't complained because they're probably dead.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those...
Bull.
Well, never mind. What would you care to know?
You and Helen didn't get along, I
wouldn't
hear.
necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
Did you contact Helen after you left the Grand Colonial?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
Where were you at the time of Helen's murder?
Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonial since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand. I hope you now realize that I had nothing to do with Helen's demise.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all.
Hello. Welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. At least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
For a positivity disciple, you sound a little less than enthused.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But
she's not a prophet.
Whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
That one.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
Prophet had some kind of feud with Halcyon Helen, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Oh, really? Spencer Woolrich?
Oh, you must have misheard me. I said high profile, not had profile. Mr. Woolrich comes by much too often to be worth mentioning.
Oh, okay.
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here, at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time.
So, in other words...
Of course, I do what I do in the service of the
Prophet wasn't
who
here.
will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
That's all for
Certainly.
now. Do you know the Prophet well?
Of course.
Sure, we'll
I've
do it
been
all.
studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now.
It's never
I'm
gonna
sure
happen.
it's gonna happen anytime now?
No.
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious.
Okay.
I noticed the Prophet's dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped. I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately, but if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
You sure it was a body?
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
Okay, well, I'll look into it. Oh, that's outside. Let's check this out. View messages. Ruth Bellamy. I've talked with my agents and they've told me that what I said about your seminars regarding not taking them actually lost you about 30% of your revenue for the next 3 months, with future losses projected. When I said I wasn't much interested in attending, I didn't really realize that it had hit you quite as hard as it did. Guess that's the price of stardom. Everyone listens a little extra to everything you said. I'm hoping if you've got space that I might be able to attend one of your sessions today as a means of apologizing. I know that notice is short, but I'm hoping you can fit me in without too much inconvenience. Hey, Prophet Whitaker here. Wanted to ask how that mix of herbs I sent you has worked out. I was skeptical at first, but we're using them for meditation purposes. But hell, what do I know about productivity? That said, be sure to... devoted attendees. So... Ruth Bellamy did come here. That's interesting. It's very interesting. 108. Armor. 108. Armor. 75. 79. Sell junk. Buy that. And I don't have enough to buy that. So. Armor. I don't know why I would need those. $66, $69, $108. Buy. That one. Alright, we're going back to being Team Pink. Back to Team Pink. Okay, so where are we? Over here?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
A semi-recent set of tracks in the desert stands out from the dead leaves and those made of by passing creatures. Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness, it is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp. Are they Helen's?
Scanning. No. Helen's distinctive shoe size, not found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
Okay. So let's keep going. Oh. Take this one.
I can take a hint.
Ow. There we go. Got him. Okay. The question is, am I going to get to high enough level where I can use the persuasion thing?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
The persuasion ability.
Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours. Scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Am I imagining things, or does it seem like whoever was dumped here got up?
No sign of struggle or evidence of wildlife consumption of body. Suspected likelihood of user correctness, 86%.
Huh. Could be this was specifically set up to throw us off the trail. Let's be careful. I guess we go back to the Prophet of Profitability.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Several.
Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
Figured as much.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
Yeah, I figured that too. Okay, let's go have a chat.
Welcome back, sister.
Don't call me
I'm
sister.
delighted to extend my desire to aid you, sister. How might I assist?
Someone said they saw you dragging a human-shaped lump into your...
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, sister. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
The quicker I get the truth, the faster I can leave you alone.
Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
You said you had no further interaction with Helen before her death, right?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
Really? So no messages from her or anything like that?
Your tone of voice seems to suggest that you have information already, which also suggests you've read my terminal. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
I followed your trail.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
That one.
Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her. Though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
Did you shoot the body at any time?
Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head.
Actually, I don't think you killed anybody. Certainly not Helen.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
Halcyon Helen's body was found at the Grand Colonial. She was killed there. Yeah, that one.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen, and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
You're up the wall. I'm not getting the constable to falsely imprison you. I guess if you want to be arrested, no. Want to go to jail? I don't know. I'm not sure I get paid enough to do my job. I can't figure you out. I'll think about whether or not you killed Helen. I think imprisoning you is probably the safest. That one.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison! Is that so wrong?
Yeah! You're psycho! Jeez! Okay. What am I doing now? We'll do Lord of the Blight next. But we'll do that one next time, because we're out of time for this one. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to ring that bell, because when you ring that bell, you get notifications every time I post new videos I do daily. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, keep your head up and keep moving forward. This is Rufnum signing off. Bye-bye!